FamZone TV. Welcome, my brothers. Welcome over. Big up the chat. Make sure you lot smash the likes on the way in. Subscribe on the way in. If you like us, tell us. If you don't like us, tell us. You know the pattern. Big up my brothers, Jules and Hooks. You don't know the faces. You know the players. You know the game. These are my brothers, man. You know how it goes. You man saying?
Yeah, man. All right. Just I feel like I've just woke up. I've been up for a while cleaning and shit, but I'm trying to get into the zone, so I need a coffee. Try to zone in because I was listening to some of you. Yeah, you know it is really weird because you know when you man are up doing a talk from early. When us like say if I jump on the show of Hooks at 9, then I'm already in the flow in it. Like I'm started talking. You know when you're not even talking. I didn't even listen. I had to listen to you man speak just to get back into that zone of just like man's here working type of thing. You know, treating it like that type of shit. Man.
Yeah, no, I'm already in the zone, man. I'm an early bird anyway, innit? So
yeah,
that's the difference between me and Hooks and you. I'm saying
yeah.
we don't need coffees. We don't need coffees. We don't need pills. We don't need medicine. You know what I'm saying? We don't need
pills. Wait, why are you telling people like
caffeine? You need caffeine.
Stop putting out some mad narratives, bro.
Bro, you don't. But you need caffeine. You need caffeine. You could have caffeine in different various forms.
I like to have caffeine when we're about to start a show. And this is a habit I picked up of streaming with Hooks for fucking 9 months, bro. In a row. When you start a show in the morning, having a coffee, it just wakes you up. It gets you a bit more alive. You're a bit more bouncy, a bit earlier, rather than like.
So there's a Red Bull. Why don't you take that?
Red Bull in the morning.
Energy drinks.
Crazy. That's what Red Bull does as well.
No energy drinks.
But yeah, energy drinks is crazy.
I just do like a coffee that I'll stick to that, but even that I do a latte.
Black coffee or milk? Black coffee or milk?
A latte. Man's having a light latte.
Yeah, latte. That's crazy.
What's the latte again? What's that again?
It's basically milk, mainly milk. Like it's barely any coffee.
What's the thing that mixed with hot chocolate?
Americano or something like that?
No, it's not Americano. Americano.
I don't know.
That's what I have. Just black coffee. You get me? There.
Yeah, that's how you're meant to have it. Black coffee.
He's on that. I'm not on any of that. I'm just on a latte, just something nice.
No sugar. Do you have sugar as well, or no sugar?
Yeah. I like my thing sweet. Pause.
No sugar. I like my things. Coffee and water.
Such a baby.
Nah, but I've got a sweet tooth, bro. I like sweet, like man. I like desserts and things. So.
How about you, Hooks? Do you have sugars in that? Or
no, man, just straight coffee.
Oh yeah, Hooks are doing the grown up, the healthy thing. That's how you meant to black coffee, no sugar. Yeah, that's how you meant to.
Yeah, but do you see like how
he's got cream marshmallows. You got marshmallows on it.
See how I still got my hair in that, yeah.
You're dipping it in. You're dipping biscuits. You're dipping in biscuits.
I'm not on the health is wealth journey yet. I'm still young, bro.
You have. Let me see. Let me see. Have you got marshmallows? You got cream and marshmallows.
No cream marshmallows, just a coffee.
Oh, look how creamy it is. Oh,
it's not even brown. It's not even brown.
It's not even brown. It's creamy. That's bro.
Crazy. It's not even brown.
Child. He is such a child.
Yeah.
Oh, because I like my. You know, I'm even gonna say that, but
you're a child, bro.
Yeah. And hey. Stop running the hairline thing, bro, because I keep on telling you.
It's mad. No, it is mad, though. Because you might bring up health as well. I don't need to do that. You just need to look at these man's heads to see that there's a difference. There's a big gap. There's like a time gap between us, yeah. A massive time gap.
That top right corner, bro, is running away, you know. Though it's running away.
Oh, yeah, the top right.
You know when they told me this? Yeah, look. Watch.
Running away, yeah.
It's not running nowhere. It's not running nowhere.
You're doing the other guard thing, the comb over.
I just need to comb the corner. This is clean.
I
ain't even had a.
Jules, I'm not gonna lie. That was cold what you just done there. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was wicked. I am not gonna lie to you. That was wicked. That was cold. I'm not gonna lie to no one. That was just. I was trying to find something wrong with it. I was trying to find a joke. That was class and cold. Nasty work. He just said, "Yo, just leave, man. There's not nothing to do with you. It's not your business."
I even had a trim. Like this is.
That was. I might even clip just that. That was cold. I don't think you saw what it looked like. I don't think you saw what happened. It was some Dynamo or David Blaine nonsense.
The man. Do you know what it is though? I'm used to this because on the stream, my own chat flame me for this all the time, bro. Someone was saying, "Man, someone's biting corners out of my hairline and shit." That's what people are saying to man. Who's biting corners out of your hair? It's getting like that, bro. It's calm,
it was mad still. Big up the chat, man. Big up KJ, my brother. Big up Hyper, my G. Make sure big up Mido or Mido. I'm not even sure which one it is. Make sure you lot are subscribing and liking the video, you know what they say out there, that it gets it out to the rest of the community. You know the pattern. Make sure, man. I got Jules and Hooks on there. This is like our little slot. We do like our little slot. Obviously, it would normally be Dean as well, but you know what I mean? Dean's going through his own little personal things right now. You know how it goes. So everyone knows what's going on anyway. But make sure you are liking and subscribing to FamZone TV, to Halftime Hooks, and to Do Rag Diaries. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go
on.
I was going to ask a question about the title because it says Spurs or Barcelona, and I wasn't sure. I felt like D was doing a setup thing again. I felt like D was trying to set me up, and he's going to say, "Oh, George, I heard you said Barcelona are better than." No.
It
was going to try one of these things, and I'm like,
it was a tongue in cheek. It was a tongue in cheek because what I've seen, because what I've been hearing the last few days, yeah. So in the title it says Arsenal beat Man United, Spurs are. It was going to be Arsenal edge past Man United, but it was too big.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
It's Arsenal beat Man United, Spurs or Barcelona as a free kick confusion, isn't it? And what I was gonna do, yeah, I was gonna say Spurs or Barcelona, because what I've been seeing over the last few days is Spurs fans talking about Richarlison. Also, I heard TalkSport. I was on the way to the gym. I was listening to TalkSport, yeah, and early morning. This is like 7 in the morning. I think it was Ali McCoy and that at early morning, yeah, and they played a clip of Jamie O'Hara and Adrian. Was it Adrian and Jamie O'Hara, yeah? And the clip said that they said Richarlison will get more goals than Gyökeres. And Richarlison will get
Jamie
more
O'Hara
goals.
said this, is that?
Yeah, Jamie O'Hara said Richarlison will get more goals than Gyökeres. And then he said I'm seeing a lot of Spurs, like obviously it's one game, we know that, but what I wanted to know your thoughts on it. Like, what are your thoughts on Richarlison? Like all of a sudden because obviously I heard you say that his hold up play was brilliant against PSG, which it was, and it was brilliant against Burnley, but it is Burnley. That's the first thing.
I did say that. Remember, you said you heard me say that. I said it is Burnley, so that I don't know how much.
Yeah, you're at home. You're at home to Burnley, and then obviously I'm seeing Kudos versus Saka shouts. Then I saw I saw a few shots. No, I'm being serious. The only one
you haven't seen it.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm trying to like get to like a normal understanding of like how you see it.
No, but you know what? I'll quickly say, yeah, Spurs and Spurs fans are the only kind of people that I understand why they make comparisons to Arsenal and Arsenal players, because we're actually local rivals. So when Spurs fans come out and try and do like, Kudus versus Saka or Richarlison versus Gyökeres, which I mean, just to throw it out there, that's an insane comparison. But I understand why Spurs fans do it. When other fans do it, I don't quite understand, because it's like there's no real connection there. So yeah, man, Spurs fans are giddy at the moment, which they should be. So yeah, man, I hear it.
No, I'll be honest. With James, I want to make this clear in it, because I've been seeing this all over the thing as well recently with this guy. Jamie O'Hara is like one of the biggest problems with our fan base, and him having the biggest platform is an issue, because the thing he does is when Spurs are doing good, he goes all the way. And I ain't got a problem, because I do this stuff, but I maintain the consistency. You guys know me. If I'm always happy, I'm positive about my club majority of the time.
Yeah,
he goes all the way positive and says Spurs are going to win the league, Spurs are going to do this, Spurs are going to do this. Whenever we're good, whenever we see to be pretty decent, he goes all the way and gasses us up to be the greatest club in the league. But then when we're shit, he's the first one to diss everything and be like, this is rubbish, or as we have a bad game, these players ain't good enough, and he's calling them all out. So he's just a problem in general, because he's creating narratives like this where it's like Spurs fans think they're this, Spurs, and it's always him, because he's been doing it for years. TalkSport, Sky Sports, whichever one it is, he's always the main man for Spurs on these platforms for some reason. When he didn't have a career at Tottenham like that. Man was a youngster and got shipped out as a youngster. Like, he was never good enough. So just
but you're Darren Bent, obviously, is an Arsenal fan, isn't it? So
no, I get that. I again totally get that, and he knows football, so cool. He's allowed to have a voice. I'm not saying that, but my thoughts on the Spurs team is like what you said. It's the Burnley game. I can only take so much from the Burnley game. I'm happy in the moment. I'll talk about the Richarlison goals, talk about how good he played, but I'm also know that there is a limit with Richarlison, isn't it? Like, Richarlison is only so good. Like, he's not that good. His all-round play is pretty poor. I get frustrated watching him a lot of the time, but he's scored a few goals. So if he's scoring goals and he's playing decent, I'm going to prop him up. Now, comparing him to Gyökeres is absolutely crazy because I think Gyökeres is going to wait. Like, I'd go as far to say Gyökeres might, in all competitions, score double the amount of goals he gets. Like, that's as far as I would go say. Richarlison might get 15. I would expect Gyökeres to get a 30. I wouldn't expect Richarlison to push a 20. I don't think he's ever scored 20 goals in a season. So maybe 12, 13, 14. And that's
and the 2 goals that he scored were brilliant finishes. He wouldn't really require that. It was top class finishes. You know what I'm saying? Especially overhead. These are like finishes that are like. It's not really about the game plan, is it?
It's not about how clinical you are. It's not about game plan. It's not even like, oh, this is a proper striker's goal. These were just 2 cold goals that he done, and he got to get credit for them. But he's not going to score that every week. So when you look at those types of games, you look at those types of goals, you can't be like, yeah, now Richarlison's our go-to striker. He's going to get us through the season. That's not how it is. He had a good game. We can, be happy with him for that performance, praise him for that performance, but limit it to just that and allow the comparisons. But Spurs, isn't it? Like, we're good at the moment. We are good. We look good. We got the biggest test, I suppose. Obviously, PSG was a massive test.
You got City away, yeah?
City away this weekend, bro. Like, that's where that's where I really learned a lot about this current crop of players. I
know what he'll do. I know what Frank will do this week. He'll play the same way he did against PSG. He'll go. And I think this is the only thing that I'm worried about with Tottenham is Thomas Frank. Because I didn't know how much of a different manager he was. I didn't know when I saw Archie Gray and Bergvall, and who was the third player? Archie Gray, Bergvall, and Sarr didn't play.
Yeah, it was Archie Gray, Bergvall, and Sarr in the midfield.
Was it Sarr?
Yeah.
Yeah, Archie Gray, Bergvall, and Sarr. I was like, bruv, like, this is Burnley. That's what I would want you to do. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? All of that made sense to me. So I was thinking, oh, this guy is doing everything. It can't make
that much sense because you thought Gray was leaving a month ago, innit? Yeah.
No, but when I'm seeing what he's doing, it makes sense now. Like, against the smaller teams, the teams where you need to play football and control the team and use your actual ball playing players, he does that. And against the top teams, you have to break us down. I'm not losing any games. That's what he's on. He's on this. I'm not. Right. Yeah. I think he is very, very, very impressive. But before I get to that, because we can go into that after. Before Hooks goes to never far, I wanted to talk. What do you not think about the Eze confusion and the free kick? I want to see what Hooks' thoughts are on it. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched parts of it, the Chelsea game. So the reason why it was given is because what's his name? The defender, Guehi, was less than a meter close to the wall as the free kick before the free kick was taken.
I don't think many people. I think people think it's given for the foul. Like, I don't think people actually realize.
It's because they were too close to the wall. One of their players.
Yeah, too close to the wall. Now, I didn't even know that was a thing. Personally, I didn't know that was a thing. So if that's actually a rule, then cool. But I just think like it's one of those things where, it may be a rule, but you don't really want to see it implemented in it. It's a stupid rule. Do you know what I mean? Because it limits what opposition team can do during free kicks. Like that's probably something that Palace have worked on in training.
Yeah, definitely.
So like maybe I guess you could argue maybe he got the timing off. Maybe he just needed to wait a bit longer until Eze started the run up or whatever. But I do hear it. I see both sides because realistically speaking, if he doesn't do that, then Eze's shot hits the Chelsea defender and it's not a goal. So by the rules, I hear it, but I don't know. I think it's
How long has the rule been in place? That's the better question.
I don't know.
Like I said, I never know this rule.
It's been there for years.
It's been in place for years, but we've seen and just on Twitter yesterday, I saw multiple goals and multiple free kicks where guys have been inside the wall and they literally push players out of the way to make space for the player. I think Reece James scored one last season when he come back from injury, just for Chelsea in that sense. So it's confusing. I feel like, and that's the biggest thing about these rules and the rule changes in the league, even just in general. Is the consistency of how much they're applied is the issues, because you can have a rule that people forget about like this. Like it's a rule in place, but because nobody's called it out for a season or two, or it gets called out once a season, nobody's going to recognize it and be like, yeah, this is actually a rule. So now that it's been called out, now everybody's going to be aware of it. And now referees are probably going to call on it more because it's now become a bigger thing. But it should never be a rule because it's not that deep. Like, it never caused a problem all these seasons before. So why is it now causing an issue? And I think this just goes to show that a bigger problem with the refereeing, that they're just micro-focusing on the smallest and stupidest decisions rather than just letting the game flow and, you know, focus on the big things, the things where you actually need to get involved, penalties and these types of shout. Because, yeah, that was just stupid, man. Stupid.
Yeah, I just wanted to just touch on it before. So I didn't really understand it. I just wanted to see what you guys' thoughts were on it because to me it was absolute foolishness. And Chelsea were terrible. They should have lost that game. They should have lost that game. But yeah, like I say, bring it back to football. I don't know now. What are you thinking, Hawks? What are you thinking about Arsenal and Tottenham and the rest of the Premier League? How are you feeling about
it? I mean, I don't think game week 1 really shows anyone anything. I don't think anything can really be drawn from game week 1. Like, you can nitpick at certain things, like if you really wanted to, but I just think overall, any team that won the game week, they're happy that their team won. Any team that lost, they're not happy. And any team that dropped points, again, they're not happy. But even the teams that lost points, it's not really going to affect the season in the grand scheme of things. The only team that I think really and truly it would have affected is probably Arsenal because we got a mad run. Like, our first 6-7 games is crazy. So, like, I just think from an Arsenal fan's perspective, like, yeah, there's probably a few things in the game that you was unhappy about, but I think coming away with the victory and the 3 points, it means more than any of those other things being solved. Like, we go to Leeds next, which is going to be a tricky game. Like, Leeds played well against Everton, so I've heard they got their 3 points, so they're on a high. They come to the Emirates. It's a game that I think that, I guess, the better football that people want to see, they'll probably see in that game. There'll be more space. I don't think Leeds will be anywhere near as compact or defensive as what United were at times. They'll probably be more open, play with more freedom. It's part of how Farke plays. And then we go on an absolutely torrential run where I would take every game sweaty, scrub-a-dub-dub 1-0 because we got Liverpool at Anfield, we got Nottingham Forest at home, we got Newcastle at St. James's Park, and we got Man City at home. Those 4 games, I think, define our season. Because if we... Because I was speaking to Wolfie about it, and he made a good point. If we beat Liverpool, we've now gained 3 points on Liverpool. If we beat Man City, gain 3 points on them. You know what I mean? Beat Newcastle.
Do you know what, Hawkshay? It's funny you say that, yeah, because I think now... Because if we beat Man United and we do beat Leeds, we beat Man United, we do beat Leeds, we can now afford a draw at Anfield. I feel like that's what it makes it at. And I also feel.
Sorry, go on, finish.
No, go on.
No, go on. Make your point in it because I might be.
I was chatting to my bedroom Benz last night about this, yeah, and I've been trying to get this guy on stream for a minute. You know, these men are not camera used. I'm trying to get him on stream. He is not on it, but I'm working on it. But he goes, D, but the realest thing is, if this was game week 34, no one would care.
Yeah.
It's only because it's game week 1. No one would care in game week 34. But the fact of the matter is, you need to have the same mindset in game week 34 that you need to have in game week 1. We've been doing it for years on thinking that game week 1 is like warm-ups and game week 34 is when he goes, we need to have it backwards. We need to have it where game week 1 is no matter what, is 3 points from the jump. And that's the first time I really, obviously that's what you need to do, but he put it into perspective to say it's the same thing. Game week 34 and game week 1 is the same thing. Yeah. Don't separate the two. Don't make it think we've just started the season and we're on the beginning of the season. We need to get our flow going. Forget that. Focus solely on the league and points on the board. That's all he cares about. He's not interested in anything else but the points on the board. And that kind of changed my mindset towards it because I wasn't happy about the game. And when I spoke to him yesterday, he kind of changed my mindset towards it.
I feel like there's a balance in it. Like you do have to focus on the performance early in the season because the performances could be an early sign. Like similar with us, when I think was it the Jose or I think Nuno. It might have been under Nuno when we started off with. Oh, in fact, sorry, Ange. No, under Ange when we started off with the 10-game winning run at the start of the season. Performances weren't necessarily amazing in a lot of them, but we were just getting wins. But in some of those performances, you had early signs that this team could crack. But because we got the win, you ignore it. That's where I think it could be an issue, is if you just focus on the result only and you're ignoring some of the outlying issues that are happening in the game, later on in the season, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, no, these were the early signs. We chose to ignore them. I think you do need to keep that mindset, like you said, game week 34, especially when you haven't won. You ain't got the privilege of saying, oh, I can just switch on when I know that it's game week 30 because I've done this before. You've not done it before, so you can't say you're going to do that. City and Liverpool can, though. They know when to switch on. So I feel like with you guys, where you said, oh, we can afford to draw at Anfield. No, that's not the mindset you can have. That's not the mindset. You should be thinking, we can't afford to lose any game, especially Anfield.
No, I said draw. I didn't say lose.
Yeah, no, but a draw is a loss in a title race, bro. You know that.
The title race ain't started yet, though.
No,
so.
I know.
Against Liverpool.
Later on in the season, though, you can look back at that game and be like, okay, this is where the title was. Remember when City and Liverpool had that title race, and the difference maker was the fact that Liverpool drew away at Etihad or something like that. That's how you got to see it. You got to envision that that's how the title race is going to be every year.
See, I'm the opposite to that. I'm seeing it as like trying to keep pace because of our start is so difficult. I need to keep pace with Liverpool. That's how I'm seeing it. I'm not seeing it as like, we have to be miles ahead of Liverpool. Obviously, in the ideal world, we would be, but I'm seeing it as if we keep pace with Liverpool and we've drawn at Anfield, but we've beaten Man United and Leeds. If we beat Man United, Leeds, and Newcastle away, but we draw with Man City and Liverpool, I think we've started phenomenally well.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. I'm not seeing like I know you can't win every game. Of course, we always want to win. We're going to go out to win. But I'm seeing it as if we end up drawing with Liverpool and drawing with Man City, but we beat Leeds, Newcastle, and Man United, I really do believe we'll be right in the title race towards the end of the season.
I think we can. The thing is, I think we can beat Man City because it is at home. Like I think that game that should be a win. Like for me, the bare minimum is win your home games. Literally, win your home games. Whoever it is, win your home game. And I think to have Old Trafford and Anfield within the first 3 games of the season, we're laughing towards the end of the season, providing we have a good one. If we have a good season, we're laughing because we actually played Liverpool the second time in January. We've already played Liverpool home and away before the title race even begins. So they can have no effect on our title race. The only effect on our title race, and by then it might not even matter, is the Man City Newcastle back-to-back in the latter part of the season. So in terms of the fixtures, no. You've got
all your away games.
Because Anfield we had to play. We played Anfield game week 30.
Only that one then. But you had all the other ones, City, Tottenham, Man United. You had all that out of the way first half of the season, right? So I remember you saying that it's just Anfield.
Liverpool.
You say Anfield 89.
Yeah. But what I'm alluding to,
you can forget.
No, but what I'm alluding to is I think that Liverpool are going to win the league. So for us to not have to play Liverpool in a title race means that they can't impact our ability to beat them to the league.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
I mean, they can't. So that is for me
directly impact.
They can't. Indirectly, of course, they can, but directly they can't. So yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like because obviously we did the match reaction after, and you was virtually cussing me for the whole thing because I was like, hey, the bigger picture. But I'm glad that you've come on board now to the bigger picture, and it is the bigger picture. We won at Old Trafford. It doesn't matter how we played. I mean, okay, obviously it matters how we played, but I'd rather us play that way and get 3 points than play that way and get nothing, or play how Man United played and leave with nothing. So yeah, man, we just move, man. Like there's a lot of teams I think had really like Forest played cold.
Yeah,
Forest.
It's gonna be a hard game. It's gonna be a hard game. We got them.
Forest is gonna be a very hard game, but
I didn't see the first game. I can't lie. I didn't watch that one.
You see Elliot Anderson. Oh.
But you know what it is? They've got so much changes yet to come. Like, do you not see that they've announced McAtee, they've announced Hutchinson, they got this Callum Wendo you coming.
Yep.
They got another attacker. One's just trying to work. Like it looks good now because they're using Wood, Anderson, the players from last year. But Nuno's not happy with this squad. Nuno come out and I can't lie, he's getting sacked. Like, I don't know who he thought he was, Mr. Maranakis. Yeah, they like the players are calling him Mr. Maranakis. What do you think Nuno calls him? Mr. Maranakis. He calls him by his second name, bro. When he goes into that office in a few weeks and he's saying, bro, I don't know who you were talking to, but we found someone new. He's gonna kick him out because there's no way that's working out. Him and him, they're gonna have some arguments, some falling out soon. And once they're trying to work all these players in, I see there to be issues. I think they're gonna have problems trying to work all these players, keep them happy. It's a lot too many players in that forward line, man.
Well, do you know what it is? Yeah, because I did a pre-record with Wolfie before that I'm dropping tomorrow. What he said, and I mean, yeah, to you may change your mind, but he was like to me, like on the bench they had like 4 defenders and only like 2 attacking options. So yeah, Cali Muendo's coming in, yeah, McAtee's coming in, yeah, Hutchinson's coming in, and Douglas Luiz is looking pretty close. Yeah. Like these are all players that you may not necessarily have to blend into the squad immediately, but they immediately strengthen your bench.
100%.
Immediately.
Like they'll automatically take Forest up a level with the options that they have. But also, I just think now you went from having, to be fair, Wood scored on the week. He scored a double. So you signed 2 strikers to potentially replace Wood, but he scored a double. So he's automatically pushing him back out of the team. Forget Hugo Jesus, forget Calimundo. They're not playing. Wood is scoring. Yeah. Because this is what they do. Remember, he always said, oh, we need to sign a new striker. We need to replace Wood. How can you replace a guy that bagged all these goals for you last year? That for one was already confusing. So that's going to be an issue throughout the season. 100%. I don't think they're going to be able to keep all 3 of these players happy, especially if it's 3 strikers I expect to start. And then you've got to look like defensively. They've added some reinforcements as well. But to be fair, I don't think Forest is going to be a problem. I don't see Forest being a problem. I actually have a hot take. I think if they get going and get a few more players, Everton finish above them.
I thought this as well. That was my hot take. My hot take for the season was Everton will get Conference League. That was my hot take for the season. But I did say, so I had Aston Villa finishing 7th. But I do think that could easily be Nottingham Forest 7th and Aston Villa 9th. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like anyone from 6th to 10th, anyone can finish anywhere in it. But all I know is Nottingham Forest, they look very strong. I don't think anyone can deny that.
I think they do. I think they do look strong, but I feel like it's very different to last year. There's more pressure on them this year.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think that there's any. I don't think that there's like the way that I see it is Nottingham Forest are in that period of their trajectory where they just have to solidify themselves as a 6th to 8th team.
It's a request for you, Hooks.
Low. I'm definitely not saying that.
What is that? What is Prue anyway?
Richarlison,
like celebration, his pigeon thing.
Oh, the pigeon noise.
Pigeon. Yeah. So
is it Prue or is that bro?
I don't know. Isn't it?
It's weird. That's what it is. It's weird. But like that's all Forest have to do. Solidify themselves as a 6th to 8th place team. Because once they, at a foundational level, secure themselves as a regular in that point, they can then build on that and start challenging for higher. If they try and challenge for higher too soon, it could backfire and they go the other way. And then it's like, okay, cool, we need to build ourselves back up again. So the only teams that I think actually have any real pressure on them this season is Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and because of the seasons that they had in the Premier League last season, Tottenham and Man United. For me, that's it.
Nah, but you know what is with Forest, you're forgetting because they're playing, like, especially with the stuff that happened with the Europa League and now they've been promoted to the Europa League. They've now got that extra bit of pressure that, you've got that promotion, you need to perform with that promotion. And they're now playing 2 games a week. So, again, with a team like them who's not used to playing at that intensity, not used to playing at that level, and for Nottingham Forest, they're not going to be one of the best teams in the competition. They're going to be in and around maybe 4th or 5th, maybe 6th, 7th. So to them, it's going to be a very hard competition, very hard games, mad intense every week. I think that's going to completely mash up their league form. And that's why they're going to trickle out.
I think they win the Europa League.
Nah.
Who?
Nottingham Forest. I think they win the Europa League.
think so.
I think they win it. I think they win the Europa League.
And play the Premier League at the same time.
Yeah, like they have a lot of depth in their squad. Like squad depth and numbers in their squad for rotation is not a problem.
You think they're better than Aston Villa then? Like, remember Unai Emery's Mr. Europa League himself.
I hear it, but I have Aston Villa as a favorite as well. Okay, maybe at this point it's better to say I have Forest as a favorite. I would have Forest as one of the favorites. I'd have Villa as one of the favorites. But the only thing is, it's like the pathway. Like, do you know what the thing is? As good as Emery is at winning the Europa League, I feel like Emery always has those games where you're like, but why did you do that?
I'm not gonna do the little thing that I could do with Jules, because Jules did say that the Europa League, what Emery did is harder to do than what Jose Mourinho done or something. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say that. Jose Mourinho's got the most impressive Champions League.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just messing.
Jose Mourinho is one of the most impressive managers at winning competition.
You said I'm only joking. I'm not going to do it.
Mourinho, he won the Europa League and then won the Champions League in
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
What Jose Mourinho did prove is that winning Europa League doesn't mean you're the worst competition in the Champions League in the next year. So that's what it proves.
No, I'm only playing. I'll just try to wind you up.
No, we can do it if you want, innit? But
no, this is not that type of stream. It's not that type of stream. But another thing that I was thinking of is what are you lot's predictions for the bot to go down?
To go down. West Ham, Burnley, Brentford.
Yeah. I had Brentford, Burnley, and then I can't lie, West Ham's I think they might just survive, but I've got Leeds going down. I'm not gonna lie.
No, Leeds are not going down.
No, Leeds and Sunderland are staying up.
Leeds are good, man.
You think you just rate Leeds because you said your uncle's a Leeds fan and this, so you've got like a little love for Leeds.
They're a big club.
They're one of your second or third teams.
Leeds are a big club. They're a massive club.
It's not because they're a big club you like them though. You like them.
No, but they're good. Leeds, did you watch them yesterday? Did you watch the game yesterday?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, that's why you're saying it. They were all over it.
But looking at their team, and I get that they will be all over Everton. Everton's a type of team that play. We know what David Moyes' football is like, and that's why I actually think why I said they might finish above Forest, and Everton are going to be completely safe because they got David Moyes. He's a top manager. Like he's not.
I think so as well. But Leeds still beat them.
25 years he's been in this league or something. 25. He ain't been in this league for that long for no reason, bro. He might not win things like that, but he's a top manager, so he's going to push them way above. Leeds, I just don't think have good enough players. That's what it is for me. I think they've not improved enough in this window. They still need a few more signings, and they've not done that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. No, yeah, I think it's going to be. I think Burnley are probably. When I've seen Burnley play, I think they're probably already going down.
Yeah.
Like I'm not convinced with Burnley one little bit. When I saw them play against you guys, I was thinking because they had chances and they were getting in.
And then they did.
But I'm just like, this is Archie Gray and Bergvall that you can't even get past. You know what I'm saying? What happens when they play Paulinho and Bentancur? You know what I'm saying? Let's be serious here. So it was.
The thing is, Burnley have actually gone out there and done a lot of business though. Like if they go down, they're going to be disappointed because they've spent 100+ million. I'm pretty sure Burnley have gone out there. And
have they?
Bro, they bought. I'm pretty sure they spent 50 million at Chelsea, bro. They bought Broha, Ugochukwu, Humphreys.
But they didn't play. They didn't start.
Nah, Ugochukwu might have been on.
I think he came on. I don't think he started.
Yeah, and then the Humphreys is injured. That Humphreys and Broha's not available as of yet. I think he's still injured.
Yeah, so. I think it's going to be a good Premier League, but I think those teams. I think you're right. West Ham, Brentford, Wolves, Burnley are in that mix, man.
Remember, I told you guys on the prediction show, though, Stadium of Light, that different. That's what you call.
I said that. I said that they were going to win. I
had them to win as well. We both had them to win. I think Hooks had them.
I had them to draw.
You had them to draw. I can't lie. I know we're not nowhere near that, but I know results-wise, I got nearly every result. I got nearly every result. I didn't. I was looking I didn't get no score lines, but the actual teams, I got nearly every one.
Oh, did you?
I had a good week. I had a real good week.
I was trying to look at it.
Dean had a good week.
Yeah. Did you get any of his weird man of the matches? You know, like all them defenders he was doing. Yeah. I remember Dean done bare defenders. Bare
left inverted fullbacks and goalkeepers. Goalkeeper man of the match is crazy to predict goalkeeper man of the match, though. That's crazy.
They come up every now and then, I can't lie. Pickford, that's the one that I used to choose all the time.
Don't you think Pickford is probably thinking, how come he's not a top team?
Nah,
He's
do you know what
crap.
it is? Nah, Pickford's actually a really good
Yeah, but
goalkeeper.
he must assume you'd be at the top team by now, innit?
If he was in football 20 years ago, he'd be considered probably England's number one, no doubt about that. Like
He's England number one now.
I know, but they ain't really got no competition. But I mean, even when they had good goalkeepers, I think he would have been the best. Like he's a good goalkeeper, but because he can't play out of his feet, that's where top teams need keepers that can play out with their feet. That's why I actually don't see City getting Donnarumma. It don't make no sense. He can't use his feet, like unless they're trying to supplement the lack of good defenders with a top goalkeeper now, because Edison makes mistakes every now and then it might make sense, but it doesn't make sense in that sense because he can't use his feet. Luis Enrique got rid of him for that fact, and Pep's got rid of him for that.
Oi.
God.
What?
Oh, wait. Give me 1 second.
Can't
Wait. Give me
believe
wait now, just quickly.
he
ID, you smashed the Nottingham Forest game.
He got a bonus.
He got everything.
Oh, shit in there. What was
He
it?
got
He's gonna be top just he's top just off the
All right,
back.
but I got a drop, so I'll catch you man later.
All right, say no more.
You can't just leave on a bombshell like that. You got to give me a bit more information, bruv.
No, you should know what you predicted. You don't write it down somewhere.
Yeah, I've got it written down. I've got it written down, but I don't know why he checked it.
Sort of tries to cheat. I was like, I'm keeping all my predictions. Yeah, he's not telling me I didn't do a proper prediction.
Who's not saying anything?
Nottingham Forest game, you had everything.
So yeah, I did. I
had 1-1. Fuck.
I got a couple actually. What was the Burnley score? 3-0.
Yeah.
I nearly got that right. Kudos man the match, innit?
I don't know who's
it'd be
Richarlison double, man. 100% it'd be Richarlison.
That's so annoying.
I think that's who Dean got. I think Dean done Richarlison man of the match for that one. I think Dean might have had that.
Dean put Richarlison man of the match?
I think so. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, he done Richarlison for that game. But
I'm gonna ring him to see if he still wants to get his predictions, because Dean is not gonna want to be missing out on this. Trust me.
Nah, definitely make him just like send his predictions. We'll read them out to the people as we go through.
Yeah, I'll see what he's
saying.
saying.
We can send them like a day early or something. Just whenever he's ready, just send them.
I'll send them. But yeah, man. So, what did you think of the Arsenal Man United game, though?
I can't lie. I didn't watch the full game. I see.
You didn't watch the Arsenal Man United game?
I was out, bro. I was out. I was at the festival that got cancelled in Brandside. You know, I was out. I was trying to enjoy it.
What festival did you go?
Originals. I was at Originals, man. They shut
it down.
You
went Originals, yeah?
They got shut down. I was watching the game there. That's what I mean. I didn't watch the full game, but I sat down. I was thought, it's early. Let me just watch some game. I was watching it. Yeah, so that I got cancelled. So I see bits of it, but I can't sit there and judge the performance of both teams correctly. And I can't sit there and say Man United are way better than Arsenal. Arsenal. I can only say what I've heard, and what I've been hearing is the performance wasn't good for Arsenal. But
yeah, Man United better.
I've had mixed reviews because some people in the chat, were saying how like you guys tried a different style of play, but then other people were going, "Oh no, it's the exact same way, no evolution from Arteta, same shit as last year." And
no, it wasn't quite the same. Before Dean his operation, he had another one. He collapsed and stopped breathing. They rushed him to hospital. His operation went well. Emergency chest operation again, innit? They saved his life again. It's the second time they saved his life, bruv. I'm saying the second time, if nobody was with him, he'd be dead. Yeah, so he's all right, but obviously he's in hospital, innit? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because we all prayed together. You see, me and the chat and all that. We all I was live on stream when I found out.
Oh, mad! I didn't even know. Mad.
Yeah, it was mad. It was mad, bro. We all prayed one time for him. It was mad, like, and then obviously, man's gonna go see him or whatever. But it was a mad. Because the funny thing is, we was live. Me and him was live. And then he texted me in the group chat, in the private chat, saying, "Oh, I need to come off. My chest is killing me." You know what I'm saying? He goes, "I need to come off. My chest is hurting." So he came off. And then 2 hours later, collapsed.
Was this in the daytime when you done the live after Never a Foul?
Yeah, this is after that. After Never a Foul, it was on Friday. After
I
Never
remember you was on a live, and then I saw a couple hours later you done your own live.
Then I done my own live. Yeah.
I was like, why is D gone live like a couple of hours on the Arsenal and stuff?
Because what I was gonna do, because me and Dean were going live, then he had to come off. I came off stream, and then I was killing some time until Liverpool game. The Liverpool game was at 8 o'clock, innit? Friday night, innit? And it was about 6 o'clock, 5 something, whatever. And then I was on stream, and then he collapsed, innit? So, but he's all right now, man. Obviously, he survived. Strong, again, which is crazy. It's mad. If he's on his own, he dies every single time. It's mad. So God is good, brother. And the people in the chat, the prayers, them lot were serious. They prayed for man and and then so he's good to go, fam. You get me? It's proper
Community
stuff.
coming together for Dean, man. That's what we need. Everyone coming together for Dean when he returns again. Gonna give him a big return and that, but
Do you know what I'm saying? That is like that's why when people say to me, "Where's the trenches?" I'm like, bro, Dean can't even breathe. Like Malachi,
it don't feel right to the trench. He's the host of Trench Talks, bro. We can't do it without Dean. Like,
I've got a few other people that like some of my mandem that I'm gonna start bringing on the trenches anyway. Like my proper bedrooms from outside. That they wanted to jump on before, but I just didn't do it, obviously. But now I can start bringing them on and proper brothers and stuff like that. But obviously, man, it's the way. Make sure Dean's healthy and recovering, and it takes a little while to recover as well from these things because these things are not. You can't cough, you can't laugh, you can't talk properly, you can't do anything. He's got tubes all in him. You know what I'm saying? It's mad. I'm saying so, but yeah, he's all right, man. Yeah, he tries his best to watch things and he hates it, but he tried to stream from the bedside. It's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not.
I'm trying to do
the family, man.
Right, a week and that, innit? Just sat in the bed. You can't do much, can't move.
But you have to remember, he's in the bed. But it's not just him. There's other people on the ward, innit? So when there's other people on the ward, you're constantly being asked questions. There's family visiting over there. It's constant noise in your head.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You're just sitting on the wall, can't do nothing. Just got your phone. It's mad. But yeah, man, come on, man. It's the people, then, man. The people prayed, and he's calm still. I spoke to him yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I told him everyone like prayed and whatever. He was just like, yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is. I didn't even realize it was like what YouTube. You know, like this YouTube thing. I didn't know it was this. Like you get this attached to your people. I didn't know it was like this. If I
for real, I didn't.
Anyone troubles DJ N1, KJ. There's who else? There, Mido. Kizzy, bruv, you can't trouble these guys, fam. These are my brothers, fam. Like, it's a proper.
No, I've got that. Like, now, you know, when you do best, especially because when you do streams by yourself, innit, you're actually just there with the chat. Like, you're just talking to man, getting to know when people are saying things. And I used to sit and just watch, be like, how do you remember all these guys with just their random usernames? How do you remember these? I used to think that, but now when you're doing it, you're like, nah, bro. Of course I remember.
These are like my people. These are my community. This is we're all one. This is like my brothers. They're like my brothers. Like when I'm going live and I don't see certain names, I'm gonna get angry. I don't care.
Where these? They're jumping in. No, Bob, they jump in there late. I'm like, how are you, man, late to the stream?
Yeah, I don't care. Like, I take it personally when they don't say like, because all today I've seen Kizzy, Mido, and all that, all talking about going Brum. That's what they spoke about all stream. All of them are talking about going to the ball ring and going Brum. They're not focusing. They're all talking about going Brum for the whole chat. They're not even listening to what man said. I can't believe them man are talking about.
They don't care about what we got to say. They're coming here to link up with each other at this point, bro. These man just know they're gonna be linking up together in the chat.
It's just boring. Yeah, bro. Like, shout me. Oh, you got the link? I'm like, bro, shut the. What you're talking about, bro?
Focus on their own group chat in the
focus on what you're doing, bro. Focus, man. Get the people to like, and I can't believe these man are making their own plans. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but that's my people there. That's my G's there. You get me? These are my G's, man.
So what are the like? People got to be mods. You got to be running that one up. We should be on at least 100 likes. I know we've had people inside. I don't know what the numbers are.
There's 420 people in there right now. You lot need to be liking up the chat and whatever. There's only so many times you're gonna get real brothers on YouTube doing a real thing. You get me? Like, man of the truth, club. So no one else can say it like that. You get me?
What are you saying though? On opening day weekend, was there any other surprises for you? Anything that like caught your eye, or from other teams or away from?
The only thing that caught my eye the most is Tottenham. I'll be real. Thomas Frank. I honestly, I think he is unbelievable. I've always thought that. I thought that for a long time about Thomas Frank. You know what I'm saying? And I think Thomas Frank. I was worried when I thought Man United were going to get him, because if I was in a position of power at any of the top clubs, that would be my next manager you get if you don't get the Razzmatazz signing. Yeah. You know, like that je ne sais quoi thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you don't go and get that. Thomas Frank is the one that you go get. He's the guy. Like, trust me, he knows the league. He's charismatic. No one hates him. which is a brilliant sign already because you can't hate that guy.
Nah, you
So
can't.
that already is one of the things that you bring to the club, and then he's a genius, brother. When I listen to him talk and stuff like that, I think he's a genius. So that's the reason why I'm so worried about Tottenham, because they played Burnley, and even though it's Burnley, they did what they had to do. Like, they did exactly what they have to do, and that's what I'm not used to. I'm not used to Tottenham doing what they have to do. When they played PSG, they did what they had to do. Okay, they lost the game. Things happen. It's football, and you can't win every game. But that game was exactly what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And that is, I think Tottenham are gonna. I think they're the team. They're the dark horses for whatever. I'm not gonna start saying the title or anything like that, but they're the problem. Tottenham are the issue, because you're gonna have to. Not only have they got kudos. What you're not understanding is people keep underrating Brennan Johnson, and you keep scoring goals. So you're underrating. He scores this guy scores all the time. Like, people are not understanding, this guy scores all the time. And once you've got, like, say, Romero and Van der Ven and Spence and Power at the back, and they're sitting back, they can do the job when they're sitting back. You know what I'm saying? They can do. Yeah, I think Romero's got a bit of a lapse and is going to mess up a few times, but that's a good base to start from. That's what Thomas Frank is coming into Tottenham with a better team than Brentford. So of course he's going to be able to get better out of them. And he's a man manager. He's a top class man manager. He knows what he's talking about. I think he's a serious guy, man. I think he's gonna do exactly. I think
it's mainly as well because you were telling me, and it's funny, people, because in the group chat, that we have all when the PSG game is going on, I'm doing my watch alongs. People know I'm not reading chats. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm watching the game. But I read the chat like after the game, and I'm seeing these men go, "Oh yeah, look, this I knew they were gonna play ultra defensive. They're gonna play like this all season. How's George gonna get used to it? They're gonna be boring, bro.
Got it wrong. I got it wrong. George. I got it so wrong. I got it so. He went ultra attacking. I got it completely and utterly wrong. And what he's doing is exactly what you're meant. This is what people are talking about. What management is and what coaching is. This is the difference between this and Amorim. What Thomas Frank is doing is getting the best out of his players and playing his style to his players and playing the match, each individual match, how it's supposed to be played. This is what we talk about when we talk about management and coaching. He's doing exactly that. Like, managers like ours, I think with that type of style, I don't think you can become like, well, you can actually, because Mourinho's done it. I mean, I think managers like Pep and Arteta, and I think those guys can, if they get their style right, they will always win. I think if they get their style right, they'll always win. But I think with Thomas Frank, he will always give you a hard game. I think that's the difference. I don't know if Frank can really become a great with playing completely different styles every game.
Styles, yeah. No, I get what you mean, because I suppose the norm, and that's what it is, though, is the norm in football is an idealist who someone who, you know, double downs on their principle, more like an Amorim. Like, you could be like Amorim is right now, double down on your principle all years, but don't look good, double down on your principle. And, you know, Jose Mourinho actually come out and said it the other day. He was doing an interview, I don't know, with Turkish media, and they asked for his thoughts on Amorim and his style of play, and do you think that you should double down? And he's like, no, part of a coach is recognizing the ability of your team, recognizing your players, and, you know, sometimes getting the most out of that. You do have to have your approach and your style of playing, but you also have to find a way to win. And winning is the most important thing. And ultimately, I think when you're looking at the way Frank does it is in one-off games, this is always going to have that benefit. Let's just say in a cup competition. This is why you see like Tuchel do so well in cup games and in cup competitions, because Tuchel's a similar manager. He can be adaptable and he knows how to make it a very hard game for the opponents, you know, just suck all the energy out of them. So defensively, these men are going to be so strong. But again, across a season, it's trying to get the best out of your team and knowing how in the game, your team has to have the same approach as you, that we're going attacking today. We're not going defensive. And you have to stop your players from going into their shell at times. Because he even said when we played the Arsenal game in that second half, obviously it's early on in his spell, so they're still getting used to his principles and that. But Tottenham went way too defensive in the second half. And we just naturally just sat back and thought, yeah, let's just defend, let's not attack. It's about finding that balance, isn't it? And making sure the players understand.
I think that balance, though, I don't think you can. I think finding that balance, though, is hard to do, because I think you will never be able to find that balance if you play so many different styles. I think it will always be hard to beat. I think no matter what, you're gonna you're gonna rise up the table easily this year. You're gonna like you'll probably end up challenging for top 4. To be perfectly honest with you, and your team will be one of the hardest teams to beat in the league because he adapts to every single game. Yeah. But like I say, I think the true greats stick to their core principles and assert their authority over every manager and every team. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they do, and that's what makes them great. The fact that their style is just the best, and no matter what you do, you can't get the better of their style. I think that's what, like, the Barcelona greatest team of the Pep Guardiola. I don't think it mattered what style anyone played. I just think at that point it was hard to stop them.
But even so with that, don't you think? Because we've seen, like, let's just say, for example, that Champions League final when Man City did lose it to Chelsea, they lost it to Tuchel's team. Pep went in, made the change. You know, he plays his ideal way, but he still makes changes. That change was ultimately the reason why he lost the game. I can't remember what it was. It was even, I think he played De Bruyne in the false. I know, done something stupid. Like, I remember he overthought it, as he does. He overthinks and he done a few changes. I do think, like, the best managers still have that adaptable, like they are adaptable at some sense. They still improve, they do adapt, but you are right, like you need to have one principle you hold down on. Now I think Frank would go the attacking style of way if he had the players to do it, but I think he's one of these managers that understand the limits of the players he has. So especially with teams like Tottenham, teams like Brentford, he knows he's got to adapt. Whereas if you're at a better team, let's just say an Arsenal, City, who've got all the top players right now, I don't think he adapts. I think he plays the way we saw against Burnley. He plays that style because in the Championship, that's the style he played with Brentford. He was I'm going to impose ourselves. We're going to be the attacking team and we're going to take over games. Now, and that's because he had the team to do it. Now, I think if Tottenham had that team to do it against the big teams, he will. This season, we're not going to see that. I think we're going to take the latter approach where we're a lot more defensive. We're catching teams on the transition. And to me personally, I'm all for that. People say sometimes that football's boring. I don't think it's boring. Like, I think it depends on how you watch the game. I like watching how the team is set up. I like watching what the shape of the back line is. I like looking at all these things and playing I play transition football in FIFA, cuz. I don't mind. I'll sit back, do a long ball into the channels. I'm on all of that. So for me, I don't think it's boring even playing that type of style. Like it's interesting. You're just letting the other team.
I agree. I don't think it's boring. Big up SB. Big up the catch up. I don't think it's boring. Yeah, I think, like I say, the greatest stamp their authority. That's what I think is the difference. I think with Thomas Frank, I think the reason why he didn't end up winning that Super Cup was because the style that he played, does not rely on him winning the game. I think, like, when you leave it's also well and good closing off the spaces and closing off the lines and it makes sense for this game and one-off games. But I think the style of PSG, the game was always in their hands. If PSG played well and were good with the ball, they were going to win that game. I think that's when you play the way Thomas Frank does in one-off games. I don't think the game's in your hands. That's the only difference. I
think it would have been if we had better subs, if we had better players to bring on the pitch, and it would have been in our hands because we were controlling the game up until we made the subs who sort of lost the game. Like they lost control of the game. Archie Gray, for example, in the middle wasn't imposing.
But that's what I was going to say. That's what comes with that style of football. You can't do that for the whole game because it's not physically possible. Kudos can't continue to run like that for the whole game. It's not physically possible.
But when you have players of the same quality on the bench, it is possible because you got the like for like changes.
But you will never have players of the same quality on the bench.
Man City do. But that's what I mean. Like certain clubs.
No, but Man City don't play. Man City don't play like that.
No, but I mean, like, having players of the same quality just available. So now let's just say we go from Kudus to Savio or Eze or something like that coming off. It's different. Then you're like, okay, but when you're going from Kudus to Tel, the drop off is so big. And that's what it is mainly about with depth, and it's closing the drop so players are at least a similar level. Whereas when we brought on our 3 substitutions, Bergvall, Gray, and Tel, all 3 of those players, it's harsh to say, but they're all significantly worse than the players that preceded them. So you've got to look at it and you'll be like, yeah, that's probably. I look at it and let's say that's the reason why the game was lost for me. I feel like if we had better players, we would have saw out the game. But I do get your point, innit? Ultimately, we didn't put ourselves in control of that because we just gave them the ball, and it was a case of if they keep missing chances, we're going to see it out. And like with the goal with Kang and Lee, you can't stop those ones, innit? Like you leave that up to them, they're going to keep shooting from the edge of the box. Eventually, one of them is going to get scored, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. Big up the chat, man. Big up you lot. Big up. Like I said, SB's catchphrase went famous now. His catchphrase has gone famous. Concentrate. He's infested the whole of YouTube. The thing is, though, everyone uses it, but I don't think you need to use it in the right timing. It's the timing of it. He uses it at the right timing. You can't just be saying concentrate anyhow. You gotta. It's the timing of it, but his timing is. You still need to time it right.
Nah, like it's the timing, it's the delivery. Like someone saying something stupid, bro. You're not concentrating, man. You're not concentrating.
No, even that timing is wrong. Even that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
What? When someone saying something stupid, that's when it comes out.
No. SB does it. The way he does it is timing. But my other cousin, I've got a cousin that the way he talks, he's got a couple words. I'm not even gonna say the words and stuff that he does as well, bro. The things that he does, the way he says it is hilarious. You can't do it unless it's him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could try, but it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. It's like Dean or me or certain people. Like everyone, the bear man say, I can't believe, but when Dean says it, it's different.
Yeah.
But concentrate's a big thing. He's patterning up. That's a real one still. But SB's always been like that, man. He's always had like
needs to get a little hat that says concentration levels are low. Concentration levels.
He's always got
low,
them little sayings or them little like one-liners. Like he's always been like that from a long time ago. He's always had that. You know what I'm saying? Always been like these little one-liners. But yeah, man. Big up the chat, my G's. Them even though you man are setting up group chats and doing all of that, you know what I'm saying? You lot on some madness. I don't know what you lot are on a next thing. Them man are in their own zone. I've got mods that are raving. I can't believe my security guards are in the dance raving.
They're raving, bro.
It's mad, bro. It's mad. My security guard in the dance chasing gal. You're meant to be close protection, and you lot are over there on the other side of the bar, fam.
Dark.
You know what I'm saying? But run up the likes. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. I'm going to send you over to Bandit, a.k.a. Durag Diaries, a.k.a. Jules. That's my brother. He's going live now. I'm going to go M&S quickly because I've got some shopping to do. As you know, I do every Tuesday.
He does his bougie M&S shops, innit? That's what he does. He said that no low vibration Haribo's on the bottom shelf. Man's trying to get the...
anything on the bottom shelf, I don't want. Anything that's lower than my hip, I can't eat that. I'm not getting anything lower than my hip. I'm not going shopping and bending down and get things lower than my hip. No way. It has to be shoulder height and above. I'm not getting anything and that's not shoulder height and above.
Percy Pigs, that's it. Man needs to get
anything ankle height in the shop. Your guy might be bending over and picking up things. No way. There's no quality food below. There's no quality food below your hips. There's no quality food below your hips. No chance.
Madness for real.
Shoulder height and above, fam. Anything below that is foolishness. I'm not doing all that, fam. I'm saying, but big up the trenches, big up the people, them, my G's, them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going over to Durag Diaries now. So make sure that as soon as you go in, we're gonna do FamZone TV raid. Yeah, we're still gonna spam it, even though Jules is FamZone TV anyway. He's one of us. FamZone TV raid, and we're gonna go. What should we call it? What should we say? Let's call it
Callaloo and Saltfish raid. Let's confuse George. You can't confuse me with that stuff, bro.
I can't confuse George with Callaloo and that. Jules knows about all that. Jules is yard man. He's Jamaican, so I can't even confuse him with Callaloo. You get me? But FamZone TV raid, man. Big up Jules. That's my brother. Let me send you lot over there. FamZone TV raid.
Chicken foot massive for real. The chicken foot massive.
Yeah, naturally. And then big up my G's. Them concentrate. You don't know the pattern. You know SB's thing. You get me? But big up, man. I'm sending it over. Love my G's, them.
All right, start now, people.